Tigers.
Today's October 30th, and it's
And
a spectacular purple day. I'm Sterling from the Olympians.
And I'm Brandon from the Phoenix.
Now let's epic it on over to the pledge.
I'm Kieran from the Knights.
And I'm Drew Irvin from the Heroes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Attention all after-school choir members. You will be rehearsing Tuesday and or Thursday this week. You must have a ride to pick you up. There will be no intramural buses. Save the date. The student versus staff basketball game is the evening of November 14th. Remember, you can have your tickets on. The tickets will be on sale in the counseling office and in the cafeteria throughout next week.
And remember, Plaza Tires, tomorrow is Halloween and school will remain in session just like normal. You may not wear face paint or come dressed up to school. If a student comes in a costume, your parent will be called and you will be asked to change.
You will be asked to change.
And here is 2 out of the 7 habits today.
Not 1, 2.
Begin with the end in mind. Beginning with the end in mind means to plan ahead. You begin with the end in mind when you get your homework done early. Beginning with the end in mind is important because if you didn't begin with the end in mind, you would get your homework turned in late and get a sit mark. Put first things first. Putting first things first means that you do what needs to be done before you do other things. You put first things first when you finish your homework before you go play. Putting first things first is important because if you didn't put the first things first, you'd play first and then not do your homework. Brandon, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering, what's for lunch today?
Well, you should have asked that sooner. For lunch today, we have chicken nuggets with hot roll or
Ooh,
chicken
my
fried
favorite.
steak with hot roll. And for premium meal is Bosco breadsticks.
Ooh, those breadsticks sound good.
Now it's time for History with Harvey again.
So let's see. Oh, I went a little bit quick there. Here we go. So I went ahead and I did October 31st for my historical facts because I won't be here tomorrow. So in 834, I won't be on the broadcast tomorrow morning, I guess. 834, the first All Hallows Eve was observed to honor the saints. Guys, that's the first Halloween. All right, so it's been going on for quite a long time. In 1517, Luther posted the 95 Thesis of Wittenberg Church, which is the Reformation, one of my favorite historical items to teach. And in 1975, the first commercial haunted house opens in America. So the first commercial, and it's right here in Kansas City. We'll just call it The Edge. So you probably know, maybe some of you have been there, maybe some of you are going this weekend. But they have 12 full-time employees year-round, okay, not just in Halloween. 1908. We had the 4th Olympic Games end in London, okay? And then today, I brought out just a couple of facts for you. I know these aren't necessarily historical, but I wanted to know that Halloween is the 2nd largest commercial holiday in the United States, right behind Christmas. So approximately 100 countries celebrate Halloween. There's over $7 billion spent yearly on candy, costumes, and activities in the United States alone. $7 billion? Are you kidding me? And approximately 90% of all households will celebrate or do something with a teenager or ages 18 to 34 will celebrate Halloween. Here's another fact for you. Talking about the Edge. The typical haunted house will have around 8,000 paid guests. Okay, but it depends on the market and the size of the attraction, right? So about 80% of the professional attractions in America will have 10,000 to 7,000 or 7,000 to 10,000 guests. And some of your smaller or some of your larger ones, like mega Hana events, like Worlds of Fun, isn't that called the Haunt? Is that what it's called, the Haunt? And then there's also something, whereas I've never heard of this before, let me find it. Knott's Scary Farm. They attract somewhere between maybe 300,000 guests a year. Those larger attractions. That's pretty amazing. And then, where is it? Universal Studios down in Disney World. They'll do 35,000 people a day through their haunted house right now. So pretty cool to think that and see just what a big industry that is. Let's move on with some weather. I was looking out my window a minute ago and realized it is dark, like Mr. Brown was talking about. Look at that, 7:44 a.m. for the sunrise. That's pretty late, so that's a downer, right? Feels like 68 right now. Moving right in to the weather for the day. It looks like it could be a high of 70, 100% chance of rain again. I think it already rained though, so hopefully that stops for the rest of the day. Looks like Thursday, 100% chance of rain as well. Hopefully that doesn't ruin your Halloween. And remember, Saturday, daylight saving times, fall back, you get an extra hour of sleep, gonna be huge. I love my extra hour of sleep, and I bet the rest of you do as well. All right, today's weather is brought to you by an iPhone case and Hexfish Rainbow Loom. All right, those are the new things. Here we go, happy birthday, let me pop on over here. We have Isabella Zenowich of the Novas, Dylan Berman of the Phoenix, Nathan Rogalski of the Knights, and hello, you share a birthday with Mr. Wilson. Yeah! Everybody give Mr. Wilson a birthday high five today. Make sure you get your birthday pencils down at the old lunchroom. Hey, the birthday pencil today is on a beach. That would be nice with all that rain out there. Look at that sun and nice sky. Let's see, there she goes. Oh, in the water, maybe swimming a few laps, working out. So, hey, that's your history with Harvey. I'm Mr. Harvey, and that's the rest of the story. Now we're going to move into a video.
Hey, all Plaza, what's up in the house? We have got to see what summer club is about. The kids are still talking.
So just sit back and don't ask why.
We'll see you back on the other side.
Boom. I want to be in drama club. Who wants to be in drama club? I want to be in drama club. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's super great. I can dance. I can't wait. Without mistake. What's up? Drama club.
Wow, Halloween's been around for a long time.
I know, right?
Let's make today count.
It's a great day to be a tiger. Rawr.